Good afternoon, everybody. How is all my wonderful subscribers and viewers out there doing today? I hope everybody is having a wonderful day. It's Nikki D, and welcome back to the Nikki D channel. Today, we're going to be doing the 2024 NFL Recap Week 15 show, where I, Nikki D, break down all 16 games from Week 15. I'll tell you who won, I'll tell you who lost. What was your favorite game of the week? Let me know down in the comment section below. Don't forget to like the video, share the video all over social media, and smash that subscribe button so you, yes you, can be notified of when I drop my next video. With that being said, I hope everybody continues to have a wonderful day, and without further ado, let's get to... In the first game we had in the 2024 NFL Recap Week 15 show, we had Thursday Night Football as we had the 7-6 LA Rams going on the road to take on Brock Purdy and the 6-7 San Francisco 49ers. And no touchdowns in this game. A very low scoring game. Points were at a premium. The game was tied 3-3 at the half. San Francisco had a field goal in the third quarter to take a 6-3 lead before the Rams would get 3 field goals in the fourth quarter as the LA Rams beat the San Francisco 49ers 12-6. And now to the Sunday games. We're kicking things off with the 12-1 Kansas City Chiefs going on the road to the Dog Pound to take on Jameis Winston and the 3-10 Cleveland Browns. And Kansas City came out the gates, guns blazing. Patrick Mahomes with a pair of touchdown passes in the first half. The Chiefs were up 14-0 at the half. Patrick Mahomes suffered an injury in this game that took him out. X-rays came back negative on Patrick Mahomes, so all things good for you Kansas City Chiefs fans. And they made it 21-0 in the third quarter before Cleveland got a touchdown of their own in the third, but couldn't really manage any more points as the Kansas City Chiefs beat the Cleveland Browns 21-7. And in our next matchup, we had Joe Burrow and the 5-8 Cincinnati Bengals going on the road into Nashville to take on the 3-10 Tennessee Titans. And Tennessee was up 14-7 at the end of the first quarter in this one. But then Cincinnati got 24 unanswered points. 17 of those came in the second quarter. They were up 24-14 at half, 31-14 at the end of 3. Tennessee would try to battle to stay in this game, but Joe Burrow's 3 touchdown passes were just too much as the Cincinnati Bengals beat the Tennessee Titans 37-27. And in our next matchup, we had the 8-5 Washington Commanders going on the road down to the Bayou to take on the 5-8 New Orleans Saints. And Washington came out really strong in this game. They were up 17-0 in this game before the New Orleans Saints came marching in. And when they came marching back, they almost won the game. They got a touchdown to cut the lead down to 1 at the buzzer of the fourth quarter. They would go for 2. They would be denied as the Washington Commanders survived, beating the New Orleans Saints 20-19. And up next on the 2024 NFL Recap Week 15 show, we had Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens going on the road to East Rutherford to take on the 2-11 New York Giants. And Baltimore really dominated this game. Lamar Jackson had 5 touchdown passes and 290 yards passing in this game. Baltimore was up 21-7 at the half and was up 35-7 in the fourth before the New York Giants got a garbage touchdown to close out the game. The Baltimore Ravens, though, beat the New York Giants 35-14. And in our next matchup, we have the 5-8 Dallas Cowboys going on the road to Bank of America Stadium to take on Bryce Young and the Carolina Panthers. And Cooper Rush had 3 touchdown passes in this game. The Dallas Cowboys were up 10-7 at the half, extending their lead to 24-7 in the third quarter, but were going on to beat the Carolina Panthers and get to 6-8, 30-14. And in our next matchup, we had Aaron Rodgers and the New York Jets going to Duval County to take on Trevor Lawrence and the Jacksonville Jaguars in the battle of 3-10 teams. And this was a pretty close game. Jacksonville led this one 13-7 at the half. The Jets would get back into gear in the third quarter. They would cling to a 1-point lead going to the fourth. And a duel of quarterbacks. Aaron Rodgers is experienced as can be, really stepping up in this situation with 2 touchdown passes in the fourth quarter as the New York Jets defeat the Jacksonville Jaguars 32-25. And in our next matchup, we had the 6-7 Miami Dolphins going on the road to take on CJ Stroud and the 8-5 Houston Texans. And CJ Stroud stepped up when he needed to. He had 131 yards passing and a pair of passing touchdowns. But Tua Tagovailoa is the reason why the Dolphins lost this game, in my opinion. 3 interceptions thrown for him on the day. Houston was able to hang on and survive for another week with an average performance from CJ Stroud. They beat the Dolphins 20-12. And up next on the 2024 NFL Recap Week 15 show, we had Anthony Richardson and the 6-7 Indianapolis Colts going on the road to Mile High Stadium to take on Bo Nix and the 8-5 Denver Broncos. And Indianapolis really had control of this game through the first 3 quarters. They were up 13-10 going to the fourth quarter before the Denver Broncos put their foot on the gas pedal, took the lead with a touchdown pass by Bo Nix, then quickly got a 2-possession lead on a fumble recovery, and then Bo Nix putting the dagger in it with a 3rd touchdown pass as the Denver Broncos beat the Indianapolis Colts 31-13. And in our next matchup, we had what, in my opinion, is the game of the week. 10-3 Buffalo Bills going on the road to Ford Field to take on the 12-1 Detroit Lions. And this was a very back-and-forth game. Buffalo was in control for most of it, but Detroit just hung in there. I mean, Buffalo was up 21-14 at half, then they were up 35-21 at the end of the third quarter. Very high-scoring game, especially in the fourth quarter, as the Buffalo Bills take care of business at Ford Field and beat the Lions 48-42. And in our next matchup, we have the 10-3 Pittsburgh Steelers going on the road to Lincoln Financial to take on Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles. And Philadelphia just did really well defensively in this game. Pittsburgh did manage to make it close by the end of the first half. It was 17-13 Eagles going to the half. But a field goal from Philadelphia in the third quarter to extend the lead to 7, followed by a touchdown in the fourth quarter to make it the 2-possession lead. The Philadelphia Eagles take care of business this week. They beat the Pittsburgh Steelers 27-13. And in our next matchup, we had Drake May and the 3-10 New England Patriots going on the road into Glendale to take on Kyler Murray and the 6-7 Arizona Cardinals. And Arizona built their lead in the first half. This was 13-3 at the half. New England field goal coming right around the 2-minute warning of the first half. But in the second half, Arizona stayed strong in the third. Even in the fourth, they built it up to a 23-3 lead before New England actually started getting some points in this game. It wasn't really a blowout, but it wasn't really a close game either. The Arizona Cardinals beat the New England Patriots 30-17. And up next on the 2024 NFL Recap Week 15 show, we've got the 7-6 Tampa Bay Buccaneers going on the road into SoFi Stadium to take on the 8-5 LA Chargers. And this game was pretty close in the first half. The Chargers had a 4-point lead over the Buccaneers going into the second half. Then Baker Mayfield took over. Tampa Bay outscoring the LA Chargers 27-0 in the second half. And Baker Mayfield 4 touchdown passes as the Tampa Bay Buccaneers beat the LA Chargers 40-17. And then our next matchup was Sunday Night Football, as we had the 9-4 Green Bay Packers going on the road into Qwest Field to take on the 8-5 Seattle Seahawks. And this game really wasn't that close. Green Bay was up 20-3 at the half and 23-6 at the end of the third quarter. Jordan Love stepped up big this week with 2 touchdown passes as the Green Bay Packers take care of business on the road, beating the Seattle Seahawks 30-13. And our next matchup is Monday Night Football, as we had the Caleb Williams and the 4-9 Chicago Bears going on the road to take on Sam Darnold and the 11-2 Minnesota Vikings. And this game really wasn't that close either. The Vikings were up 13-0 at the half before being up 20-3 at the end of the third quarter. And the Minnesota Vikings taking care of business at home on Monday night. They beat the Chicago Bears 30-12. And in our last matchup, Monday Night Football, as we had the 6-7 Atlanta Falcons going on the road to take on the 2-11 Las Vegas Raiders. And Kirk Cousins stepping up in the first quarter with a touchdown pass, giving Atlanta the 7-0 lead. The Raiders would respond with a field goal, but then the Falcons would get a safety and take a 9-3 lead into the half. In the third quarter, Atlanta gets a field goal, and in the fourth, they get another field goal. Las Vegas tries to respond, but doesn't really have an answer at the end of the day, as the Atlanta Falcons beat the Las Vegas Raiders 15-9. And that was the 2024 NFL Recap Week 15 show. What was your favorite game of the week? Let me know down in the comment section below. Don't forget to like the video, share the video all over social media, and you made it all the way to the end of this video, go smash that subscribe button so you, yes you, can be notified of when I drop my next video. And if you want to see some more of me, Nicky D, then go check out another one of my videos, because I got hours of content that'll keep you entertained well into the evening. With that being said, I hope everybody has a wonderful evening. I'm Nicky D. This is the Nicky D channel, and I will see all y'all beautiful people next time. Bye, y'all.